21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know, we're going to have to update that photo. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Connection Interruption podcast. We got another week, almost another month. Not a whole lot of new games coming out that I have personally seen, but let's see what everyone else has to say. We actually have a special guest tonight to talk about a new game that's going to be coming out eventually, but let's just get right into it. Bring them on in. What's going on? So you're our first reoccurring guest.
Yay, Chris gets to be the second time guest.
Yeah, first reoccurring guest.
First time, second time guest.
So you can put that plaque right over there on the wall. We'll get
that's what you should have wrote on your whiteboard behind you.
No, I put Overwatch 2 as live, so
yeah.
You got wheel it in, or you gotta like make them bold letters or a little bit.
I can
the
wheel it in.
That
okay, he's got that chair cranked back.
Look at him. Yeah, he does.
Look at that.
He's relaxing.
There's a CS pro that plays like that. But, wow, that chair is cranked back.
Yeah. I mean, I could also crank it all the way up.
I mean, that's clutch mode. If you need a clutch, you just pull it. You just come all the way up.
If I laid my chair back that far, y'all, it would flip backwards.
Sometimes when I game, I'm just like, when I'm just chilling, I'm just like this, just slouched down with the keyboard, mouse.
Your back is gonna thank you for that one.
Straight up, yeah, straight up chilling.
You need more better ergonomics.
Ergonomics. So, all right. Usually we start off with what we're playing for the week. So, Chris? I mean, I know you're playing the Overwatch 2 beta.
Yes.
What else you playing?
I've actually been grinding a lot of just regular Overwatch 1 itself. I've been trying to get to Masters right now for DPS. Is my goal before Overwatch 1 ends, when Overwatch 2 comes out, is to get all my account, all Masters, which is around top 4% in the world combined for that, if I do that.
Okay.
But another game I've been just like playing on the side is I just bought it like a week ago. It's called Word Box. It is a God mode type simulator. So I get to play against. Put like little guys down on the ground, like elves and stuff with certain traits, certain abilities, and then just watch them grow the land and just fight each other.
What was the name of that game one more time?
World Box.
World Box?
Yes. It should say like Super World Box or World Box God Simulator. There it is.
Interesting.
I
always
really
catch ourselves going and looking at other stuff
during
the show, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know what this is. Like,
indeed.
Have you guys played the Stanley Parable?
Stanley Parable. I have never played it, but I watched like all of it, so I know it pretty well.
Okay, I see what we're working with here. It came out late of last year.
Really?
Yeah, it came out December 2nd. This World Box game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The 2021. Yeah.
Hi, Tay.
Tay's here.
What up, though? What up, Chris? What up, Swing? What up,
What's
Brian?
going on?
What up, brother?
Slow motion. Well, one of those days.
Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me.
Hey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna
I like it like that.
They gonna have to Google that one.
Yeah.
So I just opening up Steam to look at that world box.
Mhm.
I just saw that today they released the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yep.
So it's expanding the an expanded reimagine of the 2013 Stanley Parable. If you haven't played it, play it, or just get this new one, I
I
guess.
see it. It's pretty-
You play as Stanley still, and you also play as apparently not as Stanley. And so yeah, it's all about a choice, decision-making game. You make choices, and the game like changes
I
and
don't
stuff.
like games
So-
where I have to make choices, Mark.
Yeah, when you know what, you're gonna have to make decisions here. So
Dang.
definitely probably gonna get this. So I'm not playing it yet, but I think I'm about to.
I'm about to play it.
I might play it. I'm gonna play it tonight. I'm gonna play it after the podcast. I just decided. It has been
Okay.
decided.
It has been decided.
But besides that, I've been playing Counter-Strike and Escape from Tarkov, and a little bit of that Darkest Dungeon still. I haven't picked up anything new, just still like the regular stuff.
Cool. What about you, Tay? Since you just joined us, what are you playing?
Yes, sir. I got a hack. I can't say exactly what the hack was, but I've been playing some old boxing. You see, I got my Showtime boxing shirt on. Been playing Madden 2K, and of course, I had to start over with Guardians of the Galaxy, and I actually started over Metal Gear Solid. I had to get a throwback in. So those are my picks for the week.
Ooh, wow. I couldn't imagine starting Guardians of the Galaxy over again, especially when my Madden game is as weak as yours is.
Ooh!
We're doing this again, but I'm here. Okay.
We haven't
Yeah,
stopped.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's fine. So I have a very,
It's
very
fine.
interesting I have a very, very interesting thing to share on the podcast today. So in addition to all of the craziness that's been going on, we're like, we know Cincinnati fears a thing, and we're kind of trying to get into that. One of the things that I have been trying to figure out is how to do different leagues throughout, like, for people to play in. So like a Madden league, a FIFA league, some different stuff. So I have a friend who is extremely active in the Ohio Valley Premier League. It's a soccer league that's regional. They basically do it's an adult soccer league that runs in West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Hopefully someday in Michigan as well. They're trying to expand a little bit. They have like 26 men's teams and like I want to say 13 women's teams in that league. They are actually about to work on a project and send out information to all of their clubs to invite them to start an esports team where they have a player that represents each club.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So that has literally monopolized almost all of my gaming time. But it is very, very likely that it's going to launch extremely soon.
Wait, so you're trying to join said league?
So I'm going to be running said league.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm. Very good.
Or at least one of the people running said league.
Right. It takes more than one for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
The tooting of the horn.
No. The main reason that I bring it up is because I think, like, with Tay playing on PlayStation for Madden, I think Madden is going to be a PlayStation game in that league.
Bring it on.
I think that it'll be a very, very interesting situation because we're going to have some games that'll be on Xbox and some that'll be PlayStation exclusives, just to kind of mix it up so people have other options. But I'm pretty excited about it, just because it's another opportunity for people to continue to get better, and I think that's something that
Subliminal shots. Subliminal shots.
Okay, that was not intentional, but I would take that. I just took that shot. That's not what I meant at all, but maybe Tay should get better. I don't know. That was not where I was going with that. But if you
That's
take it that
exactly what
way,
was going on.
you know, there you go. But I think it's so there's this like there's just a difference in levels. Like the level from amateur to professional is huge, right? Like there's such a range.
Right.
And like there's this huge gap. And Tay always says, well, what does it take to get involved in playing competitive esports? And honestly, I think that this sort of league gives you an opportunity to play competitive games in an environment that is less competitive than the pro scene.
Right.
But more competitive than like I'm playing with the boys on Friday. You know, so that's kind of what I'm hoping that we get out of this is like, you know, a handful. Like I know of at least 4 people already that are playing in a Madden league that play like as like these are the boys that play together that are all pretty darn good that could represent a club in the league. They're basically going to send out a thing to the teams in the league and say, hey, are you interested in participating in esports? Do you have someone in your organization that's already a gamer that could represent your team? And if not, are you interested in having someone that could sign up for your team to be, you know, your representative in this league? So I think it's a cool opportunity. And with it being regional, it gives you kind of a chance that we could have some sort of regional events, you know, and do some stuff like actual LAN events that are finally starting to happen again. So hopefully it turns into something cool. So we'll see.
Speaking of LAN events, sorry, go ahead, Tay, if you want.
No, I was about to say. No, I was about to say salute on that. You know, even though I took one loss, don't discredit my Madden career from 2000 and beyond. But yeah,
it just happened to be to me. That's the bad part. I'm never letting you live it down. You may never get a rematch again. Like,
that's messed up.
Dirty, so filthy.
But yeah, so I mean, I have played a little bit this week, but mainly, like I said, most of my time has been focused on trying to get that up and running. I have spent some time with something called pesmaster.com, which essentially is a website where you can go build custom uniforms for Pro Evolution Soccer and for FIFA. And I've been doing that. So FIFA hasn't put in the new FC Cincinnati uniforms yet, but I'm going to actually do that onto my PC version of the game. So I have them in the game. Yeah, so that'll be fun. I played Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning for a little bit. If you guys haven't seen that, it's a remaster of the Kingdoms of Amalur game that was made by 38 Studios that was owned by Kurt Schilling back in the day. It was remastered by THQ Nordic, I believe. It plays a lot like World of Warcraft, but it's a single-player game. If you're kind of looking to compare it to something, I think it's phenomenal. It was one of my favorite RPGs. It's like action adventure. Looking over to the side because I've got like a stack here. I played some more Kirby. I played a little bit of Call of Duty, and then I just found out that the new Call of Duty season actually started today, so I'm kind of looking forward to playing some more of that.
You're about as good as Call of Duty as I'm a man, but you know.
Oh no, I'm bad at Call of Duty for sure. Like, we've established that. Like I will never play that on any competitive level. But I like to play. I like to play it just because I think it's funny to see what's up, and how bad I really am at that game. I have gotten better over the course of time. I'm not anywhere near as good at that as I am at Fortnite now, though. Dexter, what is up?
What up, Dexter?
Welcome back.
What's up, Dexter?
Dexter with the check in. Roof.
But The game I really want to jump into, though, Chris, you played the Overwatch 2 beta, and you're our resident Overwatch expert. So, in your short period of time, give us a rundown: the good, the bad, the ugly. What do we got?
Good as in for 5. Everyone was so like worried about 5v5. Personally, after playing it for about, I actually got access at around 5:10ish. That's when I was able to fully install it and get in. First game was actually really good. It felt more like a death match compared to its usual 6v6 team play. There was still a lot of team play involved, but it just felt like you died felt a lot more punishable versus everything. Bad thing is there's still a lot of balancing that still needs to work on. Some characters like Sombra needs to be fine tuned. She is still having problems with outplaying the playing of what she's doing. But another good thing is about that is that I feel like they're going to easily fix that because they announced way before the Overwatch 2 beta came out finally. Was that they're going to be following up content releases as the Overwatch League's constantly going. So we're expecting at least something either between that or at the end of stage 1 of the Overwatch League so far. To do a real quick thing of my favorite hero so far I've played, actually Soldier. Not Soldier, the nuke hero, Soldier. He feels so powerful, as well as Sombra.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be kind of interesting to see how those characters play out. Like his balances and stuff by the time the game comes out. And it's always going to be changing, like, with Overwatch it does. And I saw on Twitter today, on Twitch, Overwatch hit 1 million viewers at one point. I don't know if it ever reached higher than that.
1.5. It actually think overall, if numbers are correct, for all social platforms, 2 million.
Wow.
Nice.
Just and that was the highest peak, right?
That was the highest peak, yes.
Interesting. Very cool. I personally will say I'm surprised. I thought that the hype around Overwatch would kind of not be where it is currently, only off the basis of that, I didn't really think Overwatch to Overwatch 2 was like this giant leap by any means. And I'm also a Call of Duty fan, so I kind of been there, done that, like, oh, this is like another game, but is it really like another game? I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I thought it would basically just be new characters, but then when seeing like a lot of these characters are pretty similar in certain instances, I was like, okay, maybe this game won't be as hyped. But I was wrong. I mean, the numbers are showing. I mean, right now on Twitch, I saw it's still at like just below 700,000, and that's just Twitch alone. So pretty crazy. I'll be curious to see how many players they get throughout the beta. I'm sure they're just basically handing out keys, or at least will be, to everybody. So
no, actually, I can rephrase that. In 30 minutes, no one else. If you didn't start doing it at about 4 hours ago, for watching streams, you needed 4 hours for us. This is EST time right now. We're talking from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you watch 4 hours of that time, you get a beta key. If you don't, you're not in this beta wave.
Wow.
Well, this wave though.
This wave, yes, this wave. This wave is 3 weeks. So.
Oh, dang.
All right, so
the wave will be like a week.
Chris,
yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't.
No, they announced that it's only a
one-day wave. I get what they said, but it's always like one of those things, right, where it's like, we'll see how true that is. I mean, that's the thing, is they want those engagements, they want those hours, and also it helps these streamers, and so these streamers that are helping them, they want to scratch their back. So like I said, I mean, who knows? It could be like that. I mean, some games are like that, but I would feel like they're going everyone's hands on the games, and they also want to stress the servers, see how those work.
They already upscaled it once so far that I know
Really?
of. Yeah.
Very cool.
So Chris, I got a question. With you being the Overwatch expert, for somebody like me that's green to the whole Overwatch field, like, can you sell the game to me? Like, what is the pros and cons of wanting to play this game for somebody that's never ever played Overwatch?
All right, so we're going back to the first question you asked me when I first was here.
Hey, right. So people that didn't catch you the first time, they can catch you now.
Yeah, they can catch me now. So I guess cons is, team play. You even in Overwatch 2, like I said, 5v5, there is still some team play, but it's a lot more deathmatchy, so you have chance of solo carrying more. But also, if you also have very hard times if you're not playing with your team as well with that. Another con I personally say is, again, balance changes with that. You will feel like you might not do a lot more than you should with certain heroes. You feel like you're getting over pressured and over tanked. Everything. I've watched a Doomfist that has 700 HP still die in a second in this game, and that is insane. Pros though, all the characters I believe are still so much fun. Sojourn, it feels like an Apex character. Seriously, you literally go into the game, you're sliding around, you're jumping around, you have a freaking railgun, by the way. As your right click, you need to charge it up. It's a one-shot headshot if you get it for squishies. If you get the headshot.
Nice.
The reworks that I've seen they have done with the reworks with Orisa, Bastion, and Sombra. Sombra still has a little bit of fine-tune, but I think where they're taking with the direction with her is actually really good versus what she was always for. Because before she was always like that, oh, I'm gonna just charge up my ult and just go for AP. Now you can be more of an assassin because you can hack while you're stealth. Then you can you want to unstealth, fine. You do 40% more damage to them yourself.
Okay.
And Orisa has no shield. She has a javelin now. Her javelin's you have ability that lets you spin with your javelin, so it pushes you forward with more speed. You also eat projectiles, so it's like a diva DM. And her E is a javelin throw, which it's like a it's a CC where they will get knocked back, but if they hit a wall, it does extra damage. Her ultimate, simple. She throws her thing up in the air. It pulls people in a certain radius into her, and she has a time. So the longer she's holding that timer up, the more damage she will do, and she can cancel it anytime to slam it down. And then lastly, Bastion. His rework is he has no more ironclad, so he takes the full damage he now in Overwatch 2. No heal anymore. His healing turned into a right-click grenade that can bounce off walls. And his turret form is a little bit less damage, but you are now able to move around.
Gotcha.
And lastly, his ultimate is a artillery strike, essentially. three shots into that.
That's interesting. Are they planning on releasing a big wave of new characters in this one? Have they kind of shared that information yet? Or?
They have currently not shared any more of their releasing any heroes at the moment. I'm thinking they're waiting till probably closer to the end of Overwatch League than to fully announce that. Because right now they're just trying to obviously stress the servers, try to feel like more of the balancing. I really feel like they're working on with balancing because to help align with the Overwatch League. So it makes it more every team in the game has more of a fair shot and a fair chance of winning obviously the championship.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play in the league if they were the unbalanced. I think that would make it rather difficult for a team to play well, knowing that the balance is off.
Mm-hmm. Well, you would just see a lot of anchoring. You just see basically the teams all running the same characters. That's usually what just happens. It's like no different than when one gun's OP, like in Call of Duty. It's like it's annoying.
Yeah, everybody's running around with shotties.
It's like everyone's using the same SMG. It's like, and almost at that point, it's almost sometimes more fair that there's one OP gun rather than you're running around and oh, he one-hit me with a sniper. But it's like, I almost prefer it that way, playing different competitive games. Sometimes, a lot of people get bored with it, unfortunately. But if CSGO only had the AK, I feel like that'd be so much fun sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, I don't know. I think it would be interesting.
Like I can agree with you. I agree with you for sure because like balancing, changing stuff like that can make it more fun. If for example, like buff, like nerfing the person that was better, but then making a new character OP. So then it changes up the meta. It forces everyone to react and just have a lot for especially for lower people.
We almost need like an FPS, right? And hear me out. Either like one character or like I feel like characters kind of get iffy for me because I'm not a huge character person. I'm just like a weapons person. Like I'm not a huge abilities kind of guy like in any game. But like if there was an FPS where like you got 2 flashes of smoke and a nade every round, and it's like works like CS:GO or like Search and Destroy on Call of Duty, and then for like a time period like a season, it's only one. You'll get a rifle and or you get a primary and a secondary. Everybody does, no matter what. And then like the next month, it's a different rifle or a different primary and a different secondary. And then we're like during those seasons, and it'd just be like boom, 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 like that way it keeps the game kind of fresh, but everybody's on the same playing field, and it strictly comes down to skill, just strictly. I mean, because like every now and then, like that's why I didn't like Valorant, is because I felt like the skill gap was just diminished. Like it's just smaller, especially like, I mean, not like talking like very beginning player versus like the highest ranking player, but like within your own ranks. Like for instance, silver, like I would be doing really well. All of a sudden some person like jumps around the corner, uses their special ability, and then I die. And it's like, well, okay, like I already used my special ability. Like there's nothing I could do there. That's what always drove me away from games like that. I used to play Overwatch a lot. And that's kind of what eventually got me away from that, because it's like you guys are holding the objective down for like 3 minutes. You guys are killing it. All of a sudden, some guy comes around the corner, just nukes the site, and it's like, oh well, now they have the site. So that's what always drove me away from abilities. But so if anyone's out there as a dev, and some games kind of exist like this, but we need a FPS style that just like everybody's on the equal playing field, and every now and then it rotates.
Oh yeah,
I think that would be interesting.
For sure, shake things up.
Tay, Ryan, what do you guys think? Like that idea? No.
Yeah. What does the non-FPS players feel like?
Yeah, I'm learning right now because like that's one area of gaming I haven't really got into. So,
right, but like it would be like the game to get you into it though, because it's like there's like, okay, this guy's just better. You know what I mean? Like, and if so, you could be skill-based matchmaking, like at least have an option for skill-based matchmaking. That way you're playing people your skill level, and it's not like this guy unlocked a gun that you're going to have to play 45 hours to get. Like, no, everybody has the same gun. So if he's better than you, he's just better than you. You know what I mean?
Oh, so I'm not allowed to scream, oh, that guy's cheesing.
Yeah, there's no there literally is like your shot and your movement. Like that's it. And your positioning. It's like game knowledge, movement, and your accuracy. Everything else is like there's no excuse, man.
I mean, for me, I play some FPSs. I'm just not any good at them. I mean, I don't think that I'm gonna like jump into this one, or I don't know. I mean, if I had the same weapon as everybody else, it wouldn't do me any different. Like, I still play the games the same way. I mean, it's not I don't know. It's not really a competitive game for me. I just go in and try to get some kills and hope that I'm like at least even, right?
Right.
Like the goal is to not be, below 1 for 1 or whatever. Like my KD needs to be 1.0. I don't think that there's ever going to be a time when I'm like, man, I'm just going to sit and play an FPS all the time. Now, I've put hundreds of hours into Modern Warfare 2, and I got decent at it. But I was also laid off all winter, and that's what I did during the winter. Like, like it was when I worked in a softball complex that was closed all winter long. So I sat inside, and I had a game. That was the one game I played a ton of, other than Madden and like FIFA. It was it's the only game that I owned that wasn't a sports game, so I played it. I don't ever think I'm gonna be a super first person shooter person. I enjoy the ones that have a really good story. But for me, it's never about playing that competitive online mode, really.
Well,
Speaking of, go ahead.
no, I just want to say with the first person shooters, like I think I realized my eye hand coordination sucks when I was playing Far Cry. It was terrible. It's like I used to be good when playing Metal Gear Solid and stuff back in the day. It's like, but now, yeah, my eye hand coordination and just the like I know the controls, but it's like okay, if you're running and you're shooting at the same time and you're trying to aim, it's like my aim is all over the place. And then I'm shooting at somebody and they come behind me, stab me with a knife. Or like I was like, yeah, that maybe this is beyond my gaming ability, but I'll try again. So I might. Matter of fact, I will put Overwatch on my to buy list.
I think the thing for me is the shooters that are free let me have time to just play a shooter and not really worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll just play to play. If I suck, I suck. Like I didn't pay anything really to get in, to jump in. I mean, there have been times when I bought the season pass or whatever for Warzone because I was playing a little bit more here and there, so they got a little bit of money out of me on that. But it's just not my. It's really not my thing. The multiplayer piece of it, like I like the battle royale, but ultimately, like I'd rather sit and play a single player game and enjoy a story over playing multiplayer.
Now, I was actually thinking about that. Would you guys play the PvE section of Overwatch 2 when that comes out? Speaking of
Probably.
singles, because it's a multiplayer single player game essentially.
I probably will not.
What do you think? What's your reason?
I have a practice with single player, but go ahead.
I am just not a single player person. It's really difficult for me to finish single player games because I'll be driving down the single player road and then I'll see like the sign that says your friends are playing multiplayer games. And I just kind of go that way and then I forget how to get back on that other road.
That's
So then I just take
friends. I don't.
Because then I just take the next single player sign road that I see, and it'll be a different game. And I won't remember how to get back to Overwatch 2 road. So now I'm on the Stanley Parable road, and then I'm just on that road either until I finish it or my friends are playing more games, whatever happens first. So that's more why than like the game itself. But, also for whatever reason, my Overwatch interest like just died like a long time ago. I wonder how many hours I have into it. I used to play a lot, but it just died, and I, for whatever reason, never got it back. But Ryan, you mentioned Modern Warfare, and there have been some apparent Modern Warfare leaks for Modern Warfare 2, and it will be a sequel to the 2019 Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
So it's not a Modern Warfare remastered, but
Ooh.
I'm excited. I really liked the 2019 game. I mean, you already have Modern Warfare 2 remastered. It's just not multiplayer. So it'd be nice if like they came out with that now. You know what I mean? They're like when they're like announced the release or announced the date. Apparently, we're gonna hear about it May 30th. Who knows? Anyway, that'd be cool if they're like, oh, the servers are live now. Go buy Modern Warfare 2 remastered. But the Modern Warfare 2 for 2022 will release November 22nd.
Yeah, I would dig in to play that again. I mean, I have thousands of hours, I think, probably into that game. And that was one of my stints of playing a lot of multiplayer. Like, can't remember exactly how many hours I had, but we looked it up on the museum. Remember the Xbox Anniversary Museum? That was my most played game.
Yeah, I remember that
stretch. I mean, I can definitely see playing it again. But I don't know. Whoa, Mark just moved. Everybody just see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hot swap. We're hot swap.
Hold on, let me see if I know how to do that now.
Hey, there you go.
Are you just clicking the scene again?
No, so you can move. Like if you just click on somebody, you can move them now.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of cool. It was an accident. Like I did it kind of moving things around, and I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry about that. Everybody who's watching is now like, really? That was what excitement in the show? Yes. Yes,
Right.
it was.
I was like,
We learned something new. Like
I was like, why am I facing myself? I was like, yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
down here.
everything just moved. I mean, there wasn't much I could do.
We've been talking a lot about competitive play tonight too, and there's a story coming out today. I don't know if there's going around TikTok of a Call of Duty college player had a really bad fit of rage during an event, and apparently his college banned him from the team, but he claims to have other teams wanting to sign him. Who knows if that's true, but that's kind of interesting. So you guys are gonna compete. Keep your cool. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So he got pissed off.
Yep.
Then what happened?
And then he just like took his head. I saw the clip, but I was like, I didn't really care, so I just kind of like kept swiping. So like, but he just starts. He starts yelling some things.
Do we know what school it was? Like, I want to see this because I actually want to put it up. I want Tay to watch it because I want to see his reaction in real time.
But like, I'm not laughing at him. I'm just
Yes,
laughing
you are.
with him.
Nope. Straight up, you laughing at him.
Find it.
Let's be real. You laughing at him because you're like, you play for a college. Like,
Hold on, but and this is the crazy thing. Like, people will be snapping and losing their minds at the Call of Duty and Fortnite tournaments and stuff like
Would
that.
you look at that?
I was like, have y'all ever been to a Madden tournament? Like in person?
whoa.
Right.
I want somebody spike a controller.
Here's a
Yeah.
tweet. I'll get you the tweet here in just a second. But it was Miami University.
Like Miami of Ohio or Miami
I
of
believe so.
Oh no!
Oh,
yeah.
snap.
Our rap.
Get it.
Oh no!
Get it.
Hold on.
Let
Is
me
he
confirm
from the
that. Midwest?
Midwest?
I don't. Hold on. You're asking me a question I don't know.
It's like, stop, I'm trying to find it, yo.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking because, like, you know, you got people that go to school in the Midwest that are not from the Midwest. So it's like, if he's a Midwest player, but yeah.
Here's a link to the tweet. Watch at your own discretion.
I
It says, but
come on, Ryan, pull it up.
All right, hold on.
wait, do you want me to watch it first to see what he says? He could say some bad things.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
All right.
I'm gonna
Give me
mute
1
your
second.
mic too, and then just wave at me when you're ready.
But you won't hear it.
That's
Okay,
the fun of it.
That's fine. Well, no,
fun of it.
we can't do that on stream.
We can edit
There's
later.
children. We got children.
Okay.
Children watch
yeah.
this.
That was not
Show.
the one.
Hey, in the words of Bernie Mac, bump these kids. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it. Somebody got kicked off their college esports team for rage quitting.
Like, how's that even possible?
Oh, I
you have you heard of XQC?
mean, well, have you ever watched Antonio Brown play in the NFL and walk off the field for his
Hey,
I'm just gonna put it out there.
yeah,
There's
valid reason.
a whole lot of F's and S's being thrown around, but it's so loud that if he is saying something he shouldn't be, then I don't even know if he is. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Can we show it but mute it?
Yeah,
Is
I mean, I
it's
guess
mutable, right?
it's mutable.
All right,
I don't know
let's
if
try
they've
it.
closed. It's
Hold on.
mutable, but
That's the link for anybody who wants to watch it.
I'll read the college's statement. It says that Miami University varsity esports, our mission is to abide by the motto of love and honor in all aspects of life, including both in front of and off the computer. We believe in treating all opponents with dignity and respect and build our foundation upon these principles. The player in mention breached their agreement and has concluded the discipline taken was correct course of action.
Hey, you know what? That response sounds like somebody that grew up getting participation awards.
Yeah.
Like no, like really, you got a participation award. You're really not a winner. Like
A lot of people.
Tay,
Hey,
you
can we play this, man? Come on, man.
can't play. We cannot play
Yeah, it's a lot. It's kind of intense. A lot of people are saying that
we can't play it. Yeah, we definitely can't play it on stream.
Hold on, I'm about to go look at it. Hold on.
Now the more interesting thing is this happened at a Contender Esports location. It looks like.
Oh my goodness! Oh no!
Like he turned around and like lost it.
All right, I'm about to.
I don't even know which one got banned because they're all crazy.
Right? Like TMZ has it on TMZ Sports. Here, I'll put it in the private chat so you can watch the TMZ right off the TMZ.
Somebody tweet. I'm looking at replies to the tweets. Somebody said, "Man, being lonely really hits hard."
I mean, dude, like I paused it for a second because I wasn't expecting him to go as hard as he was.
Yeah.
Like,
dude damaged his vocal cords.
Straight up snaps, and he's in the middle of a puberty episode. Like,
oh my goodness, I'm watching it myself right now. Oh my god.
Hey, hold up, man. He looked like he got a participation award.
He literally did. It feels like how like
hold on, did his boy dap him up?
Chat will be.
All right, hold on. I want the record to show I am not the dude in the white shirt in the background.
Yes, you are.
It's my doppelganger. Look, ain't no playing. Look at 16 seconds into this video. Straight up.
Don't listen to Ryan. Ryan gave me the exclusive on this video. And I just wasn't on my phone at the time.
Straight up, like in 16 seconds, I went, wait.
That's you. Hey, you caught off work. That was you. You was there.
I caught off work.
Straight up. Like, I was like, wait a minute. That looks like me.
Yeah, that was you, buddy.
It's a little, that guy's a little bigger than me. But.
Then his homeboy dapped him up and he sat back down. That's
right. Oh,
I put a screenshot link in the chat. You should put that as your emote.
Yeah.
Wonder if I can get a recorded GIF of the guy dapping him up.
Like, yeah, you said everything.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's you, buddy. You try to dye the beard different color. That was you.
Now, here's what's even better. The Contender Esports actually posted the thing about the rematch, and this match between these two teams was sponsored by the Alabama Marines. The official Twitter page of the Marine Recruiting Station in Montgomery, Alabama, serving Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, and Mississippi.
What?
So why was
I
he
ain't playing?
So why was he kicked out the team? Because I'm sure, yeah. I got family in the service, and they cuss more than.
Oh yeah, private chat. I've just posted the link to that tweet because it's too long to put in the game chat. Like if we put it in the live chat, like. But if you go look at the TMZ article on this one, you can see that too.
Wow.
But his feelings was hurt.
Wow.
Try Jesus, don't try me.
That is incredible.
Oh man.
Sure is something. So
I really want a video of the chat that was going on during that match.
Oh yeah.
Like there had to be an incredible amount of smack talk going down. Like it had to be bad. Because I mean he pops up out his chair like somebody shot him in the butt.
Yeah.
Like he jumped up and he's immediately around like he sounded like a freaking Chihuahua puppy. Mark, in your CS:GO time, ever has that happened? Ever?
From me?
No, from I know it didn't happen from you. I'm sure there were times when you turned off your mic and you said things, but like I couldn't imagine you jumping up out of your chair and being like pointing finger and wagging like.
CS:GO, maybe not. I mean, I've definitely had it over a couple games. It's like, geez, dude, like maybe you need to take a break, go outside. I don't know if you don't smoke, maybe you should try it. You know, I'm just kidding.
Don't touch the grass, man. That's all I said.
But no, I mean, yeah, there are people out there that exist like that. I've always been entertained by it. I don't feed back into it. I mean, sometimes you kind of get trapped into it, right, or whatever. But usually, I just think it's hilarious. I just think it's like sometimes I almost do it on purpose, like try to get at the competition because it's almost a strategy, right? Like you keep killing the same guy, and all of a sudden you start shooting his body a little bit in a match. You're in his head now, and if he's getting upset, you're affecting his play. You make him angry, and then all of a sudden they're making bigger and worse mistakes, and gives you an advantage.
There's more videos from other angles.
Are
There were other people in that room that were like, "Oh, it's about to go down," and had their phones ready.
Oh my goodness!
Hold on, and they talk about sports, other sports games like esports. Yeah, I'm now see why they don't have a Madden esports team. Like, yeah, because it would really be bad.
I mean, Madden
or 2K.
Over the course of time when we did like Madden tournaments and stuff at GameStops when I ran those, like we would straight up tell people like, look, we know that you're bound to drop a bomb here or there. But like the first time that you get in somebody's face, we're physically removing you from the store. Like
that is the love of the game. That's like being on that's
straight
like
up,
being on the field.
If you did that at the Brentwood store when Brian used to run the Brentwood store, somebody would pop a cap in you. Like there's no question.
Right.
Like it would get ugly. I'm telling you.
Those are the risks you take when you play man.
No, they're not.
I think 2K is worse though.
I mean, it just depends on who you're playing against, man. Like the pro players in 2K, and like they're not like that. I've watched a ton of that. They talk smack, but there's zero like threats of physical violence or anything like jumping up and throwing at people. Like, come on. Like this kid, I mean, he made a mistake. Hopefully he figures out that he made a mistake. Like now that he's lost his college esports thing, but like
somebody gonna pick him up.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you watch the other videos on this, like I don't know that he's getting much of an option to go elsewhere.
Hey, and then on top of that, like if somebody don't pick him up, just go pro. Like you got enough skill.
Well, like there was nothing.
It doesn't really work like that.
It's not like but it's not like in college when you play in esports teams, like you couldn't already be a pro. It's the NCAA doesn't have any restriction on it. They aren't in control of it. So if he was good enough to be a pro and go to school, he could have done both. He's obviously not.
But he got the trash talking down. Oh, shoot. I got to wait to show so I can really listen to every word that he says coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he is straight up like losing his mind.
Almost 8 million views.
I still can't find out which Miami it is. That's the interesting part. Like, it is Ohio. It is Miami of Ohio.
Sounds like a job opening just opened up. Guess I'm going back to college, boys.
Unfortunately for Cupan, his passionate moment cost him a spot on his college esports team at Miami, Ohio University, which has notified him of his permanent ban.
Wow, permanent ban. You could have suspended him.
No, I kind of agree with the college. I think the way. Oh my!
I'm telling you now, Tay. Your view of how the competitive esports world is not it. Like it's just not.
I can't. Well, we came from an era when it was really, I would say, rough with the trash talk.
Yeah,
I'd
it's not
stay
like that
clear.
anymore.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Right. I was
I
like,
kind of grew up in that.
it's like now it's like it's a little bit too soft. Of course, I'm gonna talk my trash, but as long as I ain't put my hands on you, like, yeah,
I agree. But unfortunately, like that's what happens when esports goes from what it was like to like just like clubs and like smaller, unofficial to corporate. Once you go corporate, it's just
yeah,
kind of
like,
game
yeah,
over with that stuff.
Mhm.
And it's
yeah,
just a
like
lot of
with the
recognizing
corporate
that.
money, and you got the personality clause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So you messed up your money. Yeah, true. Like, well,
So
even with certain personality clauses, like you can't even go back and forth with people on social media. So I get it. I get it. From that aspect, yeah. But the fact that the Marines were the official sponsor for that one. Oh shoot. Yeah, and
uh hello.
Chris and Swain gotta do their wave.
Yeah.
My waves save for the end. Um do you guys, or what are your guys' opinions on, or I guess we don't really necessarily have opinions, but in general, how do you guys feel about Elon Musk buying Twitter? I think
Oh,
it's super
that's
interesting.
right. He did that.
That's big news.
Oh, that's a
Hey,
thing. Yeah.
I totally forgot about. I read that when I was at work. And I'm like, oh, that's the thing.
Can you
I
just can
totally
you buy the Reds?
I'm forget the Reds, dude. But that's not his realm. Sports. We don't want him buying the Reds. In
yeah.
all honesty.
We might have a better
But
chance of
when he
winning.
buys Twitch, I'm kind of down for that.
Right, so just goodbye.
No, but I think with him buying Twitter,
There will be more hot
Twitter-
tub streams on Twitch than ever before.
That's
yeah.
fine. I don't even know why.
That's
Who
fine.
cares if that's happening? Who
I
cares?
knew
Like,
it. Mark is the one that's watching them.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
literally
no.
never have. But like, listen,
Putting my hot tub
There's
right
plenty-
behind me. You're gonna be
there's
watching.
there's
Trust me.
plenty of other places to go if you're trying to watch that kind of content. I'm just gonna leave it at that. However, if there are 30,000 people who want to sit in a pool of water in their living room, by all means, go for it. I can't wait to watch the TikTok where it pops. You know what? But like beyond that, like I mean, if that's what people want to watch, let them watch it. Who cares? Nobody's getting hurt. It goes back to like the same thing with the Call of Duty thing. However, I think him buying. I mean, honestly, if Twitter came out with a streaming service that is very close to Twitch, I would probably stream on there. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, I've done a number of videos, and I've even done some of those
Periscopes.
the periscopes, and then some other. What's the audio thing now?
Oh yeah,
The,
I've never done one of those, but I know what you're
what
talking
is
yeah.
it
about.
So Periscope is under Twitter. So,
Yeah,
but I think with him buying Twitter, that's going to give Twitter a reboost as far as
Spaces.
right
social
then.
media.
Spaces. That's what it was called. Twitter Spaces. I've done a number of those. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, I'm a proponent of the First Amendment. I'll say that, but I also don't think that it applies to social media platforms.
He literally just tweeted, literally just now. Next, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in.
Well,
He's
he's
a
had a
memer.
bunch. He's had a
I
bunch of
know.
them.
I know.
said a
He's a
bunch.
memer. I love it.
Yeah. Like he posted one the other day that was like, how do you feel about something? And I was like, oh my God, he is just trolling. Like he's just out here trolling people.
Yeah. Well, he wants to encrypt DMs, which I think is really nice.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I think him buying Twitch would be awesome. I think it'd be benefit. I mean, I just don't. That's a whole can of worms. But I just think it's funny because like you said, he's been tweeting all the things that he's gonna buy next. And I'd be like, man, if he bought Twitch, that'd be sick. You'd have like a
Yeah.
Twitch and Twitter integration stuff going on. Like someone clicks on your
Nah.
Twitter, and instead of your banner, it's your Twitch stream live. Think about it.
But hold on, but this is the thing with that though. If he does even cross those two and that happen, people really will be talking about bullying inside of esports. Because it will, like, Twitter is vicious. Like, don't nobody hold any punches on Twitter. And to mix that with esports, oh yeah, it's really about to go down.
It's
think
just
the
gonna
guy in
get.
the video is
Twitter's just
bad?
gonna get worse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the whole like, there's free speech, and then there's just like hate speech, and there's a difference there. Like, sure, you have a right to say whatever you want. You also have the ability to deal with whatever consequence, whatever you say.
Right.
You said that, you deal with the consequences. Same thing happens with this kid. It literally goes back to what this kid just did in that esports event, right?
Full circle.
He can say whatever he wanted to say, but he signed an agreement with this university that he would be cool with, other teams, even like, and you have a clause in that thing, and he said enough that they said enough, right? Like,
So, do you think it would have been different if he said it after the event?
no, because he wasn't even playing on their team at the time. It wasn't playing for their team when it happened. It's not like it was a Miami University game. Like, they were in a match against somebody in a live event of their university even. But he represents the university inside and outside of that realm.
Right.
Yeah,
No different than if like one of us really went on a tear at Walmart. We'd probably wouldn't on the podcast anymore. I mean, and it's just like, but like I don't disagree with that.
Mark just saw my people of Walmart post, I guess.
Yeah, I saw you on there. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Not
only was I in the background of that video, but I also am on
You've
people of Walmart.
been making the rounds on viral posts this week. You've been killing it. I'm starting to think that they're conjured up. Like, I'm starting to think none of it's actually real. They're all
It's
actors.
all fake.
He's promoting it with money, guys.
Right?
They're all actors.
Well, they better not find a video of what we said in Walmart because we were going in.
Nah, that's true. I mean, to be fair, some of the staff in that Walmart were straight up racist.
Yeah, they were.
I'll just put it out there. Like,
Nah, we're definitely not getting sponsored by Walmart, guys.
well, no, but like, you can't walk right past Tay and say nothing to him and then be like, "Hey, sir, you finding everything all right?" To me, within.
Oh no!
Right.
Like,
Oh no!
straight
Right.
up.
I'm
no.
gonna defend the employee. I think Ryan just looked lost.
Yeah.
No. Ryan was leaning. Hold on. Ryan was leaning on the display with his legs crossed, kicked up. He didn't look lost.
Okay, then they're like, okay.
I was chilling. I was
the
like,
manager must have been like, Ryan. They're like, hey, go get that guy off our display right
before
now.
his fat ass.
No. They seen Ryan blinking, so they sent the employee over thinking he's about to get robbed. Like, okay.
You finding everything okay? Yeah, we're great.
Like,
He was doing okay too.
Oh boy.
Like, I was just kind of like, that just happened, didn't it? Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking about some controversy, I don't know if you guys can keep an eye on this, but there's actually something going on with the Overwatch, one of the Overwatch League teams, Chengdu Hunters. Do you guys know about the China law that happened for gaming?
That's like you only have
late
so much
night
time
thing?
to play.
Yeah, so that affected a lot of streaming services, and the owners of Chengdu Hunters was a only streaming service. They dropped down in a month, I believe, $1 billion in revenue because of that. So right now they're working on trying to cut down the roster of Chengdu Hunters.
Why not
And
just relocate them?
Dang,
it's kind of hard to relocate them because of one, visa issues, two, they already have players signed too.
But I thought it was that the law was just kids can't play on school nights, and they're limited to a certain number of hours.
So it's like an age thing?
Here's the thing: like, who you think watches in the China networks all the time? It's the viewers. It's the viewers. That's what it's affecting them.
What? I thought it
First-
was straight up like you could only play from like 8 to 9.
Hold on, like
Twitch needs to start handing out a free VPN,
Let me get you a bottle.
but then it'll just get banned.
situation.
The rules released by the national press. Where are we at? Hold on.
Okay.
So the previous rule was under the old rules, players under the age of 18 were limited to no more than 90 minutes during the week and 3 hours on the weekends.
Right, but that is included with.
What's the new one?
And then what he's saying is like they can. That's I think watching Twitch is included with that time. So, like basically, they're losing out on money because yes, the players can probably play beyond those hours, but the viewers can only watch a certain amount of time and then they're done.
No, I'm also talking about like the owners are a streaming service themselves. So if they are losing viewerships on their own side too.
Right,
because
that's what I'm
of that.
saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they're losing viewers because the viewers can only spend so much time on their devices. And so it's like, am I going to watch this stream for 3 hours or am I going to play my game for 3 hours? Am I going to split it up? So I think that's kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm trying to get like
Some
the
wild
full.
stuff.
I'm trying to get the full like thing on right now. Owners.
I mean, it's odd to me because like the one response is that like basically says like teenagers don't listen to their parents, so the government has to crack down.
Facts.
Yeah, teenagers may not listen to their parents, but like, at what point does the government really like? Should their government really be stepping in here? I mean, it's a communist government, so we'll put that out there. But like, if the United States government said, "All right, people, we're only going to let gamers play for 1 hour a day during the week,"
United States would be tore up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. United States would be tore up. Yeah.
I mean, one, I don't know how they can quite restrict it the way they want to, but two, like, come on. Like, if it's that bad, like, something else is going on.
Yeah. Like, or, because there's so many pros to playing games. It's a couple of cons, but, like, is it that bad? Yeah, to where, yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That's tough.
Like so what they're doing right now is they're trying to cut it down to a 6-man roster, but they also have the last year's MVP player leave. And right now it looks like he's staying. I think just recently sources just told me that they are keeping him and they're just getting rid of a couple supports and probably just gonna just not sign anyone else out now because they also disbanded their academy team.
Why wouldn't they just add more people, pay people a little bit less, add more people so they have more people available?
Well, because they're already under contracts. And
Yeah, but the government voided those contracts. The organization didn't. The government did. Like, the contract's null and void because the communist government changed the restrictions. Like, they should be able to get out of that with little to no effort.
I may be out of my head here, but one thing I can say is go maybe look into Tactical Crouch podcast, the one I listen to a lot for over my Overwatch type of things. They talked about during the Chengdu Hunters roster, and that they talked about what was going on with them, what was like all of the things going down.
I just don't know how that contract can even be considered to be valid at that point.
I get what you're saying, yeah. But I mean, who knows? I mean, I guess like if they didn't have that in the contract about the laws changing, I don't know. Like that's a whole nother world over there now.
Right.
I mean, though the way contracts work over there could be insanely different than how they do here.
Well, I'm sure. But
the contracts are not going to the government; it's going to just Overwatch League themselves.
Right, but
Yeah,
the
but
government still has
government-
laws. And
the
stuff
government
protecting
sets
it.
a law that makes a contract null and void. Like,
Right.
then you have to look at it again, because the Overwatch League's contract with them has to, like, it can't break federal laws in the country that they play in.
Right.
Short of them leaving the country and coming here, or going to like South Korea or somewhere and playing, right?
Well, it's more
Yeah,
like
that's
they
the
have
only
their.
option.
It's more than like not contracts trying to anything. They're like having budget issues,
Well,
and
for sure.
they're scrambling to try to figure out what the heck they can do.
And this is my thing. Like, even though that's happening there, do you think they would start putting some restrictions to gaming and esports in the United States?
No,
No,
it's too lucrative, and too many people that have too much money wrapped into it have lobbyists that are on their side.
yeah, which is a kind of benefit for us, to be quite honest, if we're the ones in the esports type of scene. But it could also be really bad for us as well at the same time if other things with it.
I mean, I feel like there's too much money involved in it for anybody in the government to be willing to step in and try to break it up. Because, money equals taxes, taxes equal government funding.
Right.
Right.
Hand wash hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
It's all very interesting.
yeah, I mean, it's an interesting topic. I think it's something we could probably dive into at another time. We're definitely up against the clock, though.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, we didn't cover everything that we wanted to cover.
Sure.
But no, I think it was good. I think, Chris, we'll have to give everybody your Twitch handle so they can follow you on Twitch.
Yeah, so it isn't my thing right here.
Okay.
I almost did it again. I almost went to the
That's all right. We go to the wrong side on a regular basis. We're always like,
But,
wait.
It's for Twitch. I stream a lot on Twitch right now. Chris R_OW. I'll be throughout this week and starting on Saturday. I will be probably doing a marathon, not a subathon, just a marathon of streaming because I'm on vacation for all my jobs that I work with.
But how many jobs you got?
Well, I got this. Obviously, I work for Game Day with them. But I also do streaming, my thing, and coaching. Coaching is my second job as the pro guides, and then my Kroger job. I'm on vacation for Kroger's next week, which I lined up with all my pro guides and just wanted to appear on streaming.
Did you line it up because of the beta?
No, actually, no.
I do it all the time, so I wasn't judging.
I'm dead on serious. Like this month for scheduling, it's gonna rolling into May as well. Has been just perfect. I didn't yesterday. I was off yesterday to just watch the Overwatch 2 beta as well from the content creators. So I'm like, and then this Saturday I'm off, and so and my vacation starts technically on Sunday. But since I'm off Saturday, it starts Saturday now.
Nice.
So
Extra day.
exactly. That extra day equals Overwatch 2.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
So
All right. Anything anybody else has before we bounce here tonight?
That is it.
No, that's about it. I just made sure I was following Chris on Twitch. So if y'all see me looking at my phone,
Yeah, no.
I'll probably
that's why I
hear
put it
something
in the
soon
chat.
enough.
Yeah, be sure to give him a follow. As always, it was great having you, Chris. Our second time guest here on the show. And I'm sure he'll be the third time guest on the show when Overwatch 2 releases.
Yeah.
Because he's our resident Overwatch expert at Game Day. So
I will say one more thing for my favorite, the team I'm rooting for this year for Overwatch League, since I was talking about Overwatch, is going to be the Shanghai Dragons.
No.
I'm hoping for them to get back to back.
Oh man.
What?
No. Spark.
No.
Spark.
Okay, I could go on a rant about all the Chinese teams right now. I think they're bottom of the pack.
I know, but they're cool jerseys.
Cool jerseys,
They have
yes.
cool
They
jerseys.
line
And
up
my
in
last-
my chair.
And my last name is Sparks. So they're my team. It's just like the
Makes
LA
sense.
Sparks and the WNBA are my team.
Goodness.
So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to give everybody a follow on social media. You can find Market Swing Live, Tay at DJ Tay Boogie, Chris at Chris R3444, because he's like La Rosa's with the 4 4s. 4444. Like Blake Maislin.
What?
And if you're from Cincinnati, you know both of those references. So
Yes.
enjoy those Cincinnati references for those of you that are from the Queens City.
I did have Frisch's today for lunch. I will say.
Oh,
It was,
yeah, you
I had a
Frisch's.
bacon cheeseburger with some fries and a vanilla Coke.
I may or may not have had Skyline for dinner.
I'm having that tomorrow for lunch.
Mm-hmm. Got me a faux whey and a cheese coney.
Well, hey, will somebody send me a care package, please?
Oh, we can do it. We'll have to send you some canned Skyline or something. Oh,
hey.
the other crazy thing, and Tay's not going to believe this one. I haven't had a caffeinated beverage since a week ago Sunday,
Wow.
and I've had no soda.
Hold on. Are we sure it's you? Are you a clone?
Water. I've had only water, and I had a decaf tea one day, but that was it.
Are you okay?
Nope. I've lost close to, I think, 18 pounds
Hey,
in
salute.
a little over a week, which is awful, which means I was drinking way too much soda.
Yeah, a lot of sugar.
Erica says she's going to send you that care package, bro.
Yeah, I need some Grippos. Grippos.
Oh, Grippo's barbecue chips. You can order those on Amazon, bro.
I know.
So my buddy Ron that lives in Vegas that works for the Raiders, we have sent him Grippos before. So
The extra hots.
the extra hots. All right. Keep it in mind. All right. We will see you all next time here at the same bat time, same bat channel.
Peace.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Nice.
Still live. Wanted to bust Chris while he was dancing.
Uh,
Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
I